Mike on Cars and Bikes. Today, we've got the all-new Audi 2016 S3. This isn't Audi's normal saloon car. This is 4 doors, but this is their S version. That means it has 400 ponies, 4.40 to 60 time, the most important fact there is, and we're going to put that to the test today. It's Saturday morning, 7 a.m., roads are clear. Now for the startup sounds. Audi is owned by Volkswagen, which also owns Lamborghini. And Lamborghini has a start button right here, the same place the S3 does. So let's see how that sounds. Taking off for the first time there. These parking garages are always a pain in the ass. Is this the right exit? Like, huh? Hacked it. This car has that dual clutch gearbox. Inline 4, not supposed to be great. A little lurchy, a little. What is that? What is that? Maybe it's okay. Alright, let's see if I can get out of San Francisco without wrecking the car. Just a rental again. Ride quality on this Audi, pretty good. Suspension, nice and soft for the city streets, but that means it could be an issue because handling may not be great. Nice soft suspension means it's gonna wobble around on the turns, not inspire confidence. It's electronic steering, yeah, it's kind of weak. Doesn't give you a whole lot of feedback as to what it's doing. You kind of turn the wheel, but I don't really know if it's turning or if it's just thinking it's gonna turn sometime soon. You know, these computer things. I don't know who makes them. Man, why couldn't it just be a nice day? In San Francisco, there's maybe 10 truly crazy raining days. And on those 10 days, why don't you stay in, stay dry? But no, these runners are amazing. Check out these people. They're outside running, getting a good exercise. Well done, runners. Well done. Alright, here's the acceleration test. It's a little peppy. Gearbox is actually pretty good. The first time I ever actually flicked through the gears. Shifting to sport mode here as we go by the Golden Gate Bridge. Overall comfort of the drive, pretty good, pretty happy with it. The turbo is a little laggy, kind of as you would expect. Yeah, the sound's really not that great. It's got the turbo in front of the engine. Nobody really explains this, but when they put a turbo in a car, you get a little more horsepower. Yeah, it's kind of obvious. But the piece you lose is the sound. And the sound on this car just really isn't great because there's this huge unit, it's a machine between the engine and the exhaust. Normally there's just nothing there. You have the engine, you have the exhaust, and you just hear this nice sound of the heart and soul of the engine. But they put a turbo on it, and there's the things is right there. And everything goes through the turbo, and you lose a lot of that really good sound. That's what a lot of people miss. It's a shame, really. You think I can go through here? No. I can go around though. If I go around the other side, it should be okay. I don't think I want to go through there. This car's pretty low. Let's do a little walk around the Audi S3. Front styling, pretty classic. Got the Audi rings, S3 badge to show that you're not driving just a normal sedan. The interior side, you see some of the brake cooling ducts. Not sure if you're actually getting a lot of air into there, but it might help the brakes a little bit. Let's take a walk around the side. The brakes themselves, you can see, the rotors, not huge, they're not slotted, so you're not going to get a whole lot of cooling out of it. 2 piston calipers, pretty standard. Also, the tires, 235s, pretty wide, all-wheel drive car. I've yet to break traction, even on this crazy wet streets. Nice quad exhaust, S3 badge again, good styling around trunk. Very, very small spoiler in the back. You might get some downforce out of this, probably not a whole lot. Most people probably aren't going 100 plus in these things anyways. Around the other side, pretty normal. You got a little antenna on top. Next up, we'll show you the dash. Starting with the steering wheel, we've got a nice flat bottom D-shaped wheel. It's the new sporty thing. Nice white stitching along the outside. Nice Audi badges along the top. We've got some cool buttons to play with on the steering wheel. Paddles click very nicely, very nicely. Now, I like all of these little jets, these little air conditioning things. You get heat and air and whatnot. They just look really cool, kind of like a jet engine. The dash is very, very sloped, very mute. Some buttons, not too much going on. I like that. The navigation screen goes up and down. So when it's up, you can watch, you can navigate around. When you're parked in San Francisco, nobody's gonna break into your car and try to steal it. All right, now let's look at some of the things I don't really like. That's pretty fucking good. You know, what I don't like is the car is fucking slow. That's the main problem. Audi says that it is the S3, the sport wagon, but you know what? Audi, I have news. It fucking isn't. 300 horsepower in this thing. This thing weighs maybe 2 tons, 0 to 60, not great. Also, it doesn't even get pulling until you get into the turbo, and doesn't even make good sound once you get there. So, Audi, you gotta fix that in the next one, alright? I'm watching you. Alright, next stop, coffee shop. Be a twisty road on the way there. We might stop somewhere. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be able to shoot anything because it's fucking raining. Here's my special gloves. It's actually from my M3. They're very special for driving. Alright, we're down at Stimson Beach, my favorite coffee shop. Got a little espresso here. This is the usual double shot. Car, pretty good handling. Just the engine, you know? If they would only make it faster, I wouldn't have all these problems. It'd be perfect. Could be the perfect 4-door saloon car. This is the sport model of their lineup, and it's got a little extra horsepower under the hood. That Turbo 4 doesn't sound great. It does have a nice acceleration from the beginning. The all-wheel drive makes that really nice. The interior of the car is really amazing. It's my favorite part of the whole car. The steering, on the electronic steering, very numb, not very confidence inspiring. The chassis overall, pretty good medium between stiff ride and handles well, but without the horsepower under the hood, it's tough to really find out the true potential of the chassis. And this is Mike on Cars and Bikes.